My name is KP Singh. I am chairman of Rare Disease Hong Kong and a member of the Governing Council of Rare Disease International, RDI. I live with retinitis pigmentosa and part of this diverse and strong rare disease community. I am honored to launch SEERARE, a global virtual Rare Disease Day event organized in partnership with RDI and the International Rare Disease Day campaign. Today, we have a single call for action. We are asking public and governments around the world to recognize people living with rare disease and their loved ones. Rare diseases are not so rare. Over 7,000 recognized rare diseases impacts nearly 6% of the population worldwide. Many of us are living with a rare disease or caring for someone living with rare disease or knowing of someone living with a rare disease. However, our community is always ignored and invisible. In many countries, rare disease is not considered in the organization of healthcare systems. In addition, challenges confronted by us are often missing from national plan, policy, and budget. The invisibility exacerbates health and social inequities, stigma, and discrimination. On Rare Disease Day, we come together to promote recognition, equity, and action for all people living with a rare disease and their loved ones around the globe.
We are excited to join KP to open SEERARE, a fully virtual and global Rare Disease Day event. I'm Lisa Sarfati, Vice President of Community Engagement at NORD, the National Organization for Rare Disorders in the U.S. NORD is a member of Rare Diseases International and an official partner of the Rare Disease Day campaign. To mark Rare Disease Day 2023 and launch a year of advocacy, RDI has joined forces with rare disease groups to call on all stakeholders to see rare, to recognize the challenges of the over 300 million people living with a rare disease and to take action in every country. There are many ways to show your support for the rare disease community on this special day. Follow the event chat to share messages and find links to valuable resources and fun polls. You can also visit the SEERARE event page to take a picture in the virtual photo booth and post it on social media using the hashtags SEERARE and Rare Disease Day. Over the next hour, stay tuned as we tour the world. We'll meet with groups supporting patients and families and advocating for governments worldwide to recognize the experiences of people impacted by rare disorders. Come with us on a journey that will crisscross the globe, making stops on 6 continents. This will be followed by a fireside chat with the RDI team discussing why visibility and recognition matter to vulnerable groups, particularly to the millions living with a rare disease and their families. But before we begin our travels with the global rare disease community, Estelle and Lise from the Rare Disease Day campaign will tell us a little more about the international movement and how organizations from over 65 countries work together to bring this campaign to life.
Hi everyone, I'm Liz Pernin and I'm in charge of the communications for the International Rare Disease Day campaign. I've joined the campaign since November 2021, but I've been advocating for people living with a rare disease since 2017. Estelle, can you tell us a bit more about yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Estelle Dubois. I'm Senior Rare Disease Day Manager and I joined the campaign in August. but I have been part of the rare disease community for almost 7 years. Some of my beloved ones are touched by rare disease. And Rachel, what about you?
Hey everyone, my name is Rachel O'Leary and I'm the Rare Disease Day intern for 2023. I'm in charge of our social media campaigns. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and also now on TikTok.
Well, Liz, you are the longest serving member of the team. Can you tell us a little bit more about the campaigns, how it comes together, and its principles?
Yes, of course, Estelle. Well, Rare Disease Day is not just one single day in February. It is the globally coordinated movement on rare diseases, working towards equity for people living with a rare disease on social opportunity, healthcare, access to diagnosis and treatment. It happens every year on the last day of February, with the first one taking place back in 2008. So this year will be the 16th edition, and the campaign continues to grow worldwide thanks to all of our partners. Rare Disease Day is coordinated by Eurodis Rare Diseases Europe, as well as Rare Diseases International and 70 national alliance partners who are civil society groups around the world. Together, we shape the messaging of the campaign, and our partners are also spreading its messages to their local national communities. Estelle, can you tell us a bit more about how we work together with our partners?
Well, Liz, each year to determine the communication messages and themes, we try to invite communications experts from rare disease groups in 22 countries. They will give us their insight and their advice to adapt the campaign so that it respects the entire community all over the world. It takes place once every 2 months, and in addition to that, we want to have a special meeting with each national alliance throughout the year. And this is why we contact them to determine their challenges and also their plans for Rare Disease Day so that we can help them our best. So, Rachel, for instance, can you speak a little bit about our webinars and also our main innovation this year?
Yes, of course, Estelle. So we organise webinars on a range of topics that are common to the whole community. For example, how to raise awareness among healthcare providers, thanks to our National Alliance partners, and also how to use our Rare Disease Day download materials to boost your local activities. And then regarding our very exciting innovation for Rare Disease Day 2023, we wanted this year to further bolster and showcase the work of our National Alliance partners and to give them the opportunity to engage with the international Rare Disease Day community and allow them to access an audience they normally wouldn't have been able to reach. So that's why we introduced our Takeover Days campaign, which essentially allows these national bodies of rare diseases to own or take over our social media channels for a day on Tuesdays and Thursdays to share their key messages for Rare Disease Day. So this has been a huge success for us and also for them, given the opportunity to learn from one another. So Lise, taking all this into consideration, what would you say is the biggest takeaway?
I would say that the biggest takeaway is the fact that Rare Disease Day is global and is uniting everyone worldwide under one common message for equity for people living with a rare disease. Everyone can take part in the campaign. And remember, together we are stronger. I would also like to remind you that on the 28th of February, you can light up for Rare and join the global chain of lights at 7 p.m. locally, wherever you are. Now, to advocate for people living with a rare disease, you must first understand what a rare disease is and what living with a rare disease entails. Next up, we have a video that Rare Diseases International prepared.
What is a rare disease? Many countries do not have a definition or description of rare diseases. RDI, working with the World Health Organization and experts, has developed an internationally endorsed description of rare diseases. This allows us to understand what diseases are rare and why persons living with a rare disease deserve attention. A disease is a set of symptoms that causes dysfunction and discomfort. Rare diseases can be severe, less severe, visible, or not outwardly visible to others. Rare diseases have different causes and distinct subgroups, such as rare genetic diseases, rare cancers, rare infectious diseases, rare poisonings, and rare undetermined conditions. Each rare disease affects only a small number of people. It may affect only one person within a group of 2,000 persons. And most rare diseases will affect even fewer people. But there are many rare diseases, and over 300 million persons living with a rare disease around the world. Persons living with a rare disease face significant challenges that arise from the infrequency of their medical condition, such as a long journey to getting the right diagnosis. Many will remain undiagnosed, as well as insufficient clinical management, a lack of knowledge, and limited access to effective treatment. The impact of rare diseases is felt by patients, carers, families, health systems, and society as a whole. We can act in every country and as a global community to improve the recognition and visibility of rare diseases within health systems and society, and raise awareness of rare diseases and the challenges faced by persons living with a rare disease and their families. A definition will promote new actions and policies to improve the lives of persons living with a rare disease across the globe.
Hello from Team Malaysia. Happy World Rare Disease Day. You know, when we think about community, it really is about coming together as one. In Malaysia, the MRDS is a representation of more than 270 different families, representing more than 90 different RD conditions, 16 registered societies, and more than 22 different patient groups. Alone, we may be rare, but together, we are strong. Happy World Rare Disease Day, everyone!
My name is Lara Bloom from the global organisation, the Ehlers-Danlos Society. Rare Disease Day is so important to us because 13 of the 14 types of Ehlers-Danlos syndromes are rare or ultra-rare. This year, we want to help spread education and awareness about the importance of doctors thinking zebras, not horses, thinking about the rare, not just the common. We know how many people are challenged with long, painful diagnostic odysseys, and we want to get to the place where people are diagnosed with the appropriate pathways as soon as their symptoms begin. The hashtag this year is SEERARE. See our community of over 300 million people worldwide.
Hi, I'm Michelle Arrowsmith, the Chief Exec of Rare Disorders New Zealand, here with my colleagues.
We're the peak national body for the rare disorder community in New Zealand.
We're looking forward to Rare Disease Day and the first ever Glow Up and Show Up for Rare Disorders
in the month of March.
大家好，我是王艺欧。从2008年成立罕见病病友组织，2009年成为国际罕见病日中国区推广伙伴开始，超过10年的时间里，我和团队伙伴每年罕见病日举办各种形式的倡导活动，与上百家中国媒体合作，让罕见病群体的故事不断出现在公众视野内，影响了中国上亿人，与我们共同为罕见病群体发声。病毒挑战基金会作为为中国患者服务和倡导的公益基金会，点亮更多罕见的生命色彩，为此我们将一直努力下去。
El próximo 28 de febrero es el Día Mundial de las Enfermedades Poco Frecuentes y queremos aprovechar esa fecha para que nos ayudes a difundir y que se conozcan estas realidades que viven aproximadamente 4 millones de habitantes en nuestro país. Son enfermedades muy diversas, algunas muy complejas, que en su conjunto alcanzan a más de 8.000 enfermedades distintas, que afectan a muy poquitas personas cada una de ellas. En nuestro país está la ley 26689 que las define como aquellas enfermedades que afectan a una persona cada 2.000 habitantes. Ayúdanos a compartir, a que se conozcan más sobre estas realidades. Seguinos en las redes sociales.
Hi everyone, Blaine here from Beacon for Rare Diseases, and on behalf of the whole team I want to wish you a happy Rare Disease Day. We have loved seeing the community share its colors and stripes. Despite living all over the world, the rare experience is universal. We have really enjoyed watching all the advancements in rare disease policy, treatment, and representation, but especially seeing you and learning your story. Let's keep pushing for better access to care, care coordination, treatment, and diagnosis. The rare community is loud and proud. I really hope to see you at a Beacon event or training soon.
I'm Nicole from Rare Voices Australia, our national peak body for Australians living with a rare disease. I'm wearing my Rare Disease Day colours in my hair. The Share Your Colours message is a fun and easy way to raise awareness about rare diseases. It's especially important to raise awareness among decision makers and policy makers about rare diseases and their impact on people's lives. Here in Australia, policy guides priorities and investments around healthcare, disability support, research, medicines, and more. And we know that these are so important for people living with a rare disease. We know that effective rare disease policy transforms people's lives.
Hello, I am Prasanna Shirod, co-founder and executive director ORDA, Organization for Rare Disease India. I am also a father of rare disease affected children. ORDA conducts mass awareness program in the month of February on the occasion of World Rare Disease Day. Our program Race for 7, which is one of the world's largest program to create mass awareness. Thank you for making the previous 7 edition a grand success. Today I take pleasure in inviting you to the 8th edition of Race for 7 in India in 13 cities. Please register, come and support. We need your support to the rare disease community to take our voice to the policymaker and other stakeholders. Thank you.
Moin, ich bin Alexandra. Am 21. aus dem Rare Disease Day, seit den zwar nicht mehr leben auch mit seiner Krankheit, und zwar mit Narkolepsie. Dadurch habe ich tagsüber oft starke Müdigkeitsanfälle, und danach habe ich Albträume, und ich kann nicht gut schlafen, und ich habe noch teils Halluzinationen. Meine Krankheit hält mich aber nicht davon auf, meinen Traum zu verwirklichen, an meinen Alltag zu gestalten, wie zum Beispiel mit Parkour. Aber Krankheit möchte mir das Leben mich schwer. Dafür setze ich mich an, dass wir einen zweiten Plan National de Maladie Rare am Land kreieren. Und machen mit bei der Sensibilisierungskampagne von der Alarm. Und du, was machst du für die Rare Disease Day?
IFPA represents everyone living with psoriatic disease, no matter where they live or what kind of psoriatic disease they have. And that is why Rare Disease Day is important to us. An estimated of 2 million people are living with a rare form of psoriatic disease. These forms are often more severe and can even be life-threatening. It is IFPA's responsibility to see rare and to improve the lives of everyone living with rare psoriatic disease. Unite with us and join us on February 28th.
大家好，香港罕見疾病聯盟係一個由罕病患者、照顧者以及相關持份者組成嘅跨界別病人組織，致力維護罕病群體喺各項嘅基本權利。
目前香港仲未有官方嘅罕病定義，導致罕病患者喺醫療政策同埋資源分配上經常被忽視。
請支持228世界罕病日。
Rare Diseases South Africa is a registered non-profit organisation focused on providing advocacy, research, community engagement and patient navigation to those impacted by rare diseases for improved quality of life.
Rare is bold, bright and individual to me. It is the space to be an individual, and Rare Diseases is giving us a community to feel welcome.
Rare Disease Day, equitable access to diagnosis. The undiagnosed diseases have no boundaries. Approximately 350 million people are living with an undiagnosed disease. People with an undiagnosed disease are left behind. Something more has to be done to solve the mysterious diseases. 60% of the undiagnosed diseases can't be solved today. In June, Willem Foundation is arranging an undiagnosed hackathon. Leave no one behind.
This is Rare. It's February 2023 and we are here in Valletta, Malta to show the world that Rare is real. It exists and affects our community and around some 30 million persons in the world. Equality and equity count for this worldwide community too. It's time for everyone to see Rare.
Global Skin is a unique global alliance of more than 200 patient organizations worldwide committed to improving the lives of people living with dermatological diseases, including many rare diseases. Rare skin diseases are consistently underfunded, under-researched, and patients suffer during lengthy and delayed diagnoses, often with no hope of treatment, let alone a cure. Because of this, Global Skin will be running the My Skin is Rare campaign during Rare Disease Day. See Rare, see our global community that includes thousands of rare skin diseases.
Hello, LDD community worldwide. My name is Yukiko Nishimura from the LDD Japan Secretariat. LDD Japan は今年で14回目を迎えました。2010年に始まった時はたった3地域だったんですけれども、今年度は現時点で63のイベントが日本全国で開催されます。主催者の方も、いわゆる患者サイド、医療者サイドだけでなくって、中学生や高校生、図書館、商店街、医学部の学生など、本当に様々な方々が RDD を盛り上げてくださっています。2月の28日には東京タワーもライトアップされます。ぜひ RDD カラーに染まった東京タワーを皆様お楽しみください。We hope that our RDD campaign will reach many people around the world. Thank you so much.
Have you ever heard of Fragile syndrome?
Hi, my name is Kevin Huang. I'm the founder of Chinese Organization for Rare Disorders, which is the largest non-profit organization specializing in the areas for cure and care of rare disease in China. In 2009, we successfully introduced the International Rare Disease Day into China. Now, China is the key country to promoting the Rare Disease Day. We will continue to voice for rare disease patients in the world and contribute to the development of this special area. Thank you.
I'm Vlasta Zmazik, President of Rare Diseases Croatia. Croatia faces challenges concerning rare diseases, same as other countries. This is why we use every opportunity to raise public awareness about complexity and all problems connected with rare diseases. Rare Disease Day is the most important event for us.
My name is Eden and I'm a patient of CMTC. My parents took me to the Netherlands when I was really young, like a toddler, to be diagnosed by specialists with CMTC, which you can kind of see right here, and it's on my arms and other places on my body. But CMTC OVM is an incredible organization. It not only has so much knowledge about these vascular malformations, but really the community is just such a family, and it really just bonds people all over the world that share this unique sort of rare disease, you know, family, friends and patients. And it's so enlightening and so refreshing to be reassured and to know that there are people like you and going through the same thing as you, and parents going through the same concerns as other parents, and it really is just an incredible organization, and I'm so thankful that I have been able to be a part of it.
Cyprus Federation of Patient Associations is an umbrella organization whose mission is to ensure that all patients in Cyprus have access to holistic, patient-centered, equitable, and social health care.
Rare Disease Day is really important as we need to raise awareness among policymakers and the public about rare diseases and their impact on patient lives.
Persons living with a rare disease can face many challenges. They have to wait years for a proper diagnosis, have to travel long distances for specialty care, and face out-of-pocket healthcare expenses.
My name is Ingrid, and I represent the umbrella organization Osteogenesis Imperfecta Federation Europe. We have 39 members working for the rare condition OI, also called brittle bone disease. But OI is more than just broken bones. OI is a collagen condition which affects all body parts with collagen. We need more awareness about this fact, which is why Rare Disease Day is important.
Hello there, I'm Lwimba Kasongo, a sickle cell warrior from Zambia. I'm currently the president and CEO of Global Alliance for Sickle Cell Diseases organization. It is an honor to be a member of Rare Diseases International. On February 28th, they commemorate Rare Diseases Day, an event that marks the recognition of rare diseases across the globe. At GASDO, we are a patient organization. Our mission is to inspire hope and improve the quality of lives of people living with sickle cell worldwide. Our vision is to reduce global incidence of sickle cell diseases and ensure equitable access and optimal care for treatment by all people living with sickle cell worldwide. Our greatest challenge is resources and funding towards sickle cell. Our opportunity is belonging to organizations like Rare Diseases International that gives us as a platform to be able to speak on behalf of our patients. Thank you.
Dobar dan, moje ime je Olivera Jovović, ja sam predsjednica Nacionalne organizacije za retke bolesti Srbije. Kada pričamo o izazovima sa kojima se susreću osobe sa retkim bolestima u Srbiji, svakako da su to dijagnostika, lečenje, ostvarivanje prava na medicinsko-tehnička pomagala, kao i sama rehabilitacija. Čitav spektar problema sa kojima se oboleli susreću. Zašto je dan retkih bolesti važan? On je važan zato što je to prilika da sve donosioce odluka dovedemo na jedno mesto i sa njima diskutujemo na temu rešavanja upravo svih ovih problema koje smo malo čas napravili i iznađemo najbolje rešenje kako se oboleli od retkih bolesti ne bi suočavali s ovim problemima u budućnosti.
Oi gente, boa tarde, eu sou a Mira Amada, presidente aqui do Instituto Vidas Raras, organização que há 22 anos trabalha em prol das pessoas com doenças raras aqui no Brasil. A nossa maior missão é fazer com que eles sejam incluídos na sociedade de uma maneira igualitária, que eles tenham direito a um diagnóstico precoce, ao tratamento adequado e que eles possam fazer parte da sociedade como um todo, para que eles possam ter direito ao trabalho, à escola, e que as doenças raras sejam cada vez mais conhecidas e que as políticas públicas para esse público seja cada vez mais eficiente para atender as necessidades deles. Obrigada.
Hi, we're Shelley and Agnes from the International Prader-Willi Syndrome Organization.
For Rare Disease Day 2023, we are celebrating the strength of our community by sharing stories about the issues that really matter to people with Prader-Willi syndrome and their families. We want to show that with the right support, people with rare diseases can achieve their goals and live happy and productive lives.
Prader-Willi is a complex syndrome, needing a multidisciplinary approach and support from families and a big PWS community. So we're grateful to the many volunteers who help us to support people living with the syndrome worldwide.
From all of us at IPSO, thanks for raising awareness of rare diseases today.
Hi, my name is Christine Motana.
And I'm Rosalind Kanja Odero. And together we are from
Rare Disorders Kenya. The rare community in Kenya faces different challenges when it comes to access to drugs, high cost of treatment, lack of information about their conditions and management that leads to social stigma and discrimination.
This Rare Disease Day is an opportunity for the community to come together and amplify our voices regarding these challenges and push for the government to do something about this.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us today. Rare Disease Day is one of the most important moments for our global community of over 300 million people worldwide. As RDI, we're so proud to have been able to take you on a tour of the world, from Malaysia to Brazil, Japan to Kenya, the US to India, meeting rare disease groups. Hashtag SEERARE is this year's Global Rare Disease Day event, organized in partnership with the International Rare Disease Day campaign. I am Claudia Mkabela, RDI Strategic Engagement Manager, so I work really closely with all the organizations you've met here today. I'm also joined by my colleague and fellow rare disease advocate, Dolores Civicticinin, RDI's Public Affairs Manager. Dolores, today's event is entitled Hashtag SEERARE. In all our communication, we've used this tagline, See Us, SEERARE. Why is being seen so important to persons living with the rare disease around the world?
Yes, thank you so much, Tlaulani, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you're joining us from. This Rare Disease Day indeed does focus on bringing visibility to both the struggles and the achievements of the global rare disease community. And bringing visibility to this community really is of primary importance. It is truly an essential building block for all of our actions. It impacts the progress we can make towards bettering the living experience of PLWRD or persons living with a rare disease. For example, Claudani, one global challenge which is relevant to PLWRD, policymakers, and healthcare practitioners alike is quantifying actually the number of persons that live with a specific rare disease. There is unfortunately really a lack of data and research on rare diseases, and also a lack of understanding what it means to live with a rare condition. This is important as it influences a person's access to health and social care, as their ability to fully participate in society. As our council chair, Durhan Wong Reader, said, if you are not counted, you do not count. Furthermore, in most countries, health systems are not organized to address the needs of the patient with a rare condition, and social support mechanisms fail to acknowledge that PLWRD and their families really need particular and tailored support and action. PLWRD do not receive the services they need since they are not visible in healthcare systems. This is, like I said, one of our first challenges. And also, by the way, the first step to meeting the first requirement of universal health coverage, which is the coverage of a larger population.
But Dolores, what kind of specific challenges remain for persons living with a rare disease? But also, what are the achievements? What have we achieved over the last few decades towards more visibility?
Yes, thank you, Claudani. Well, many specific challenges do remain. One major challenge is the lack of disaggregated data regarding persons living with a rare disease. We need to know more via concrete facts and figures about, for example, the economic situation that persons living with a rare disease face, the kind of intersectional discrimination they may be subject to, or how the extent and quality of their educational trajectories may be impacted by their diagnosis. Gathering data on these, but also, of course, other variables would definitely help guide evidence-based policymaking. However, we must also acknowledge and rejoice at the progress which has been made.
Last year, for example, RDI, in collaboration with many global experts and the World Health Organization, launched an operational description of rare diseases. This allows policymakers and patient groups around the world to use a common reference regarding what conditions are considered rare and shared challenges that PLWRD face.
Yes, and in December, the UN General Assembly adopted the UN Resolution on Persons Living with a Rare Disease and their families. This is such an important achievement.
Yes.
It commits countries to gathering data on rare diseases and taking action to improve the lives of persons living with a rare disease. Around the world, you can say to your government, you have made a commitment to persons living with a rare disease. It is time to recognize us. It is time to take action.
Yes, and Tlhaolani, Rare Disease Day is a global movement. So the question to you actually is, who is a part of it and who can join?
Well, the answer is that everyone and anyone can take part in Rare Disease Day. We invite the world to stand in solidarity with persons living with a rare disease on this day. RDI marks Rare Disease Day every year with its members, but also with other NGOs and civil society organizations in its broader network. We see this day as a moment to raise awareness of rare disease and share the breadth of the growing rare disease civil society movement.
Yeah, that's true. Anyone can join this movement, and there are so many ways to participate. For example, you can spread word of the day on social media using hashtags like SEERARE and RDD. You could wear the bright Rare Disease Day colors. I'm wearing one right now. You could light up your home or monument in support of RDD. You could organize your own RDD event, or you could even write to your local politician or representative in parliament to draw attention to the cause. You can find a template letter on the RDI website in the upper right-hand corner under the RDI Engage and Connect platform. Okay, well, thank you so much to everyone for joining us, and thank you for calling for the world to see rare on RDD 2023.
Over 300 million persons live with a rare disease worldwide. Many rare diseases are present at birth. Their impact is felt throughout a lifetime and affects the whole family. The first symptoms can start at childhood. Integration and inclusion in education systems is difficult and sometimes impossible. Opportunities to participate in social life and be fully included in society can be limited. Women encounter barriers to accessing care and greater stigma as persons living with a rare disease. Mothers are often the primary caregivers within the family. Reaching independence and transitioning to adult life is a complex journey. Finding, keeping, and returning to employment is a continuous challenge. Starting a family can present a new set of challenges. Families have more expenses to cover the cost of care, less income, and a greater risk of impoverishment. Yet, with the right care and social support, persons living with a rare disease are living longer, fuller, and better lives. RDI is a strong voice for persons living with a rare disease and their families around the world.
Everyone deserves equitable opportunities and access to healthcare. But for those of us with a rare disease, we are more likely to face misdiagnosis, treatment inequality, and isolation. This Rare Disease Day, light up in solidarity with over 300 million people living with a rare condition.